they're going to be in the play-in tournament. If it goes according to seeding, as a fan, I'm so happy about this because that's Lakers and Golden State right now.
It's setting up. That's
Golden State having to win 2, where the Lakers would probably have to win 1, depending upon how they finish out. And the one thing we've said about having the one guy on the floor that has always given them somewhat issues, if he gets hot, it's Steph Curry.
And wouldn't it be interesting, too, if those two –
if he gets hot.
If LeBron and Steph Curry face
Agreed.
each other.
Oh, I still said I favor the Lakers.
Well,
I still say if I'm Utah, I don't want to see Lakers in the first round.
No, if right now Golden State's in the 8th seed.
Yeah, but he just said they got to play he just said the Golden State would have to play twice, right?
Golden State, 7,
8 plays each other. The winner gets 7. So you'd have to play. You get one shot.
One shot.
Now, if you lose to them, you'd have to play.
Right
right now, it would be the winner of Grizzlies Spurs. Then you'd have to play them to get the 8th spot, and then of course getting the 8th spot means first round matchup with either the Suns or the Jazz.
But if you lose, you get another shot.
Yes. 7-8 gets 2 chances. Gets 2 chances to win one. Right. That's how it works. But beyond all that, because there's still 6 games left in the season, and tonight's a big game for sure. And now you have Anthony Davis, who said that the back spasms, they're going up to Portland. They went up last night. They'll try to work on him.
It's a short flight.
He hopes he will be ready. Everything's a short flight when it comes to LA. He hopes he will be ready. But it's Anthony Davis, man. Like, you make this trade, but the idea of it's LeBron's getting older. Eventually, the torch has to be passed. We remember the power rankings, guys, before the season started, where we ranked all the players in the NBA.
Anthony Davis is a top 5 player.
Anthony Davis was number 2. Is he, though? Listen,
absolutely, 100%, man. He's a top 5 player.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
Listen to this.
Okay.
You weren't here for this. Stephen A. came in, and we were talking to him about Anthony Davis being top 5. Jay had his take on it, and here's Stephen A. Smith's.
When healthy, and he's a guy that can walk around averaging 28 and 10, but we still look at him as a guy that needs perimeter players to facilitate things for him, and that's the reason why you can make the argument of him not being top 5. But I just say top 5 because I'm giving him credit for how he impacts the game defensively when healthy. When he is healthy, he's good for those 25 to 30 a game.
Ooh.
That's 4 times he said when healthy, when he is healthy.
When
everybody, though.
He's top 10 for me. He's not top 5, right?
He shouldn't have been 2.
He's a top 3 talent. He's not a top 5. Because my thing is, I'm looking at top 5. I got KD, LeBron, Giannis,
give me
Steph,
a protocol
James
to
Harden.
be top 5. What's the protocol?
Well, you gotta be able to take over games.
Thank you.
And you gotta be able to initiate
carry a team.
Yeah, I mean, Jokic has the ball in his hands, making plays.
Right now, he's the top 2 player in the league.
Yes.
Because he's carrying a team that lost their star. That's not what AD's doing.
And then I always wonder about, Stephen A., because we got into this whole thing yesterday where he's like, top 5. I'm like, okay. But the biggest caveat is when he's healthy. I'm like, well.
When healthy.
That's a major question.
And health, by the way, is the concern finishing up here. Because you got tonight against Portland in a back-to-back with back spasms with a big man in a hotel bed. None of that ever works out. Phoenix, the Knicks on Tuesday, that's a game that was picked up nationally.
And that's going to be a rough, tough, grit game, too, because the Knicks are going to be physical.
And it's the end of the trip for the Knicks, too. So we'll see how that goes. But then you have – it gets softer now. Rockets, Pacers, who are an absolute mess internally, right? But you're at Indiana, though, Key. At Indiana on Saturday at the end of the season, and then at Pelicans on Sunday, another back-to-back. And if you are not out of the 7-10, guess what? You fly back from New Orleans one day, then you got to play the 7-8 game right away.
By the way,
no rest.
Indiana, by the way, and this is why you love the play-in tournament, right? If this was a regular season, Indiana being at the 9 spot, like, all right, like they would still be fighting, but like it's playing, like they're going to try to fight to get that 8 seed. Right, the fact that they're only 1 game behind the Hornets, right? So they're fighting for that spot. You go against the Pelicans are fighting for their damn life. They're 1 game behind the San Antonio Spurs, who are in the 10 seed. So dudes have stuff to play for on their home court.
They don't have – I don't think they got the horses that if the Lakers come to play, they don't have the horses that the Lakers got.
But that's the question. Who you come to play with?
Whoever AD's going to play. He's got to play.
But is he 100%? Is he anyone near being healthy enough?
Last night against the Clippers was bad to watch. The game was over like in the first quarter.
Yeah, I turned it off.
It was over in the first quarter. I was like, damn, that was quick.
After I text you, I turned it off. Wasn't no need to watch it. I knew what was getting ready to happen. I saw it happening before it happened.
And the Clippers are in a different place right now, as they also probably wanted to send a message in that game. But Key, I mean, that schedule remaining, and you're trying to get LeBron back and ramped up. You're trying to get AD just to get healthy. You know,
they're going to be in the play-in tournament.
So,
one way or another,
are you
they're going to be
that?
in the playoffs.
Yes.
I'm just saying, one way or another, they're going to be in the playoffs. I don't understand why we're putting such this emphasis on whether or not they're going to be the 6th seed, the 7th, the 8th seed. Like, they're going to be in the playoffs. We believe that wholeheartedly. LeBron will be healthy. AD will be back. Whether they're the 6th seed, the 7th seed, the 5th seed, they're going to be in the playoffs.
But they're defending champs, and there was a thought that they really could be a back-to-back champ.
Yes,
and
they can still be a back-to-back champ. The injuries caught up to them and had nothing. Their injuries, twisting his ankle on, I think it was that little sticky pad.
The sticky pad, yeah, it looked like it.
No, actually, it was they said it was the scorer's table.
The
way it slants down.
The little lip.
He hit back on it and twisted his ankle. Right.
Coming back after a truncated season, that didn't cause that. That's not where that injury came from.
Right, that was more of a fluke.
Yes, just like LeBron, you got a 270-pound dude landing on your leg. That's has nothing to do with load management. So this whole, they came back too early and load management. Those injuries have nothing to do with load management.
No, you're right, but it's injuries at the absolute wrong time.
Well, the back spasms confused me because there's an ankle sprain and then the back spasm, even though I saw his ankle get sprained. When you jam it, I understand it can make your back fine. I still don't understand it. Fine, it's the reality. Interesting. NBA championship last year. Miami Heat are the 7th seed. They're fighting for a playoff position. The Lakers in this position right now. Look, this is going to come down to the stretch. I'll tell you one thing, no. From Utah, from Phoenix, I'm not trying to see the Lakers in the first round. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.